Oh, you're in.
That's us.
Yeah, that's us.
The water, brother. Looks like we're live, Akiyam. Hey, Shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, we would like to turn to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where we learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, beloved Akiyam and Akwath. Hey, we back again, Fiery Trials 144 out of Lowell, Massachusetts. Offshoot branch, or offshoot camp rather, of Great Millstone, our beloved elders and apostles, from Elder Apostle Tahar on down, is where we learned this beloved truth through the Holy Spirit. And hey, we here through the spirit and power and mercy and grace of Yahweh Bachim Yahushua to bring out this gospel, man. To bring out this good news for some, doom for others, man. Okay? Right. And it's Shapatyam to you heathen, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and the rest of you heathen nations. It's Shapatyam to you 2/3 Jakes. All right, condemnation to you. All right, but this is good news to the 1/3, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and speckled birds that have come back in obedience with their power, man. Okay, the rest of you are gonna fall with the losers, man.
That's right.
You see, because whether you believe it or not, we're in the time of a fallen empire. Okay, and we're looking at the Northwest, or the West North, however you want to call it. All right, America, all right, crumbling at the foundation.
God.
All right, this whole Edomite regime is they're pretty much not seeing eye to eye, man.
That's right.
And as it tells us in Mark, a house divided cannot stand.
Right.
Kingdom divided, you got it? You were holding that? That's the spirit. The spirit, a kingdom divided cannot stand. We're in the time now, but we're seeing the fourth. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. We're seeing the final rulership of the heathen, okay, come to an end. And like the brother says, we started in Egypt, okay, and we're ending in Egypt. And it just so happens to be the 7th captivity.
That's
This
right.
is right. This is Israel's 7th major captivity we've been in, okay, under the feet of these heathen. And what would you? Here it is. 7 goes into what? Completion.
That's right.
See? So this is the completion of the captivity of Israel, man. This is it.
That's right.
And like it tells us in Nahum 1:9, right?
Affliction shall not rise again.
It's not going to rise up
That's
again,
crazy.
man.
I was just
That's
thinking.
second time.
I was thinking right about that.
That's
once
the
you were
spirit.
mentioning
That's
that.
the spirit.
Yeah.
I'm on my what's that?
Telepathy. Yeah.
God, that's crazy. That's wow, I'm being mind.
minds.
That's crazy. I just did it to him twice. No, you got it, bro. You can grab that. You got something, brother?
Well, you were talking about the that doom is coming, and that's gonna be the end of this time. The destruction that's coming. For America is gonna be the end of what's that called? The arrangement. What's that Hebrew word for the arrangement? I forgot. World. Cosmos.
Cosmos, the Greek. Right. Esau's world. Yep, that's
for
right.
Esau's world, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9,
That's it.
For the end of Esau, this shall be the I'm fumbling right now.
Which one?
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 9.
Oh yeah, Esau
is the end of the world.
That's right. You're right. And Jacob's the beginning of that following.
That's going to be the end of this cosmos,
Right.
The destruction of America that's coming.
That's right.
And that's why you're seeing a division right now for all those that are on their watchtower, seeing what's going on. We're going to bring out that article that the brother had sent me, earlier. proving that this place is divided, man.
That's right.
Actually, that Esau's divided.
You already know.
I just wanted to bring out
You gonna grab that first. I was wondering if
Come.
you got something now.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got what do you got?
I was gonna bring this out because you.
Okay. Yup. I got you. Yup. Absolutely. You got it, brother.
This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Right, and when you go into Genesis 36, it gives you the genealogy of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the various tribes of Esau. And within it, you have Amalek being the chief house. You have the Temanites, which would be the Germans, right? And so on and so forth. The Chaldeans, right? But needless to say, Esau's house, the house of the Edomites, is in complete division. Okay, and this is starting from the top. You know, we're just seeing, we're seeing ground level division, but you better believe it. Hey, the global elites are not seeing eye to eye, man. They're in a position where all those elite families, they're not all seeing eye to eye. Come on, man. Hey, not scripture, but there's a saying in the world, there's no honor amongst thieves, man.
That's right.
And Esau's the #1 thief.
That's right.
All right, how they've been able to come into the position of power that they're in has been through theft, rape, rob. Magic, can you hold that real quick, brother? We're gonna continue there. I just want to make a quick point, brother. Can you grab that Sirach 10? Sirach 10 and 8, if I'm not mistaken. Babak Kusha. This is how Esau's gotten his power. All right, what we're about to read right now. You got it, brother.
There's the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is guilty as charged on all three of those accounts. Unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deception, man. Esau is guilty on all three of those charges, man. And that's why the Lord's going to these are some of the reasons why the Lord's going to transition the power from out of his hand into Jacob's. But prophecy is going to be prophecy is the main reason for that. Obviously, being that, again, the brother quoted it, Esau is the end of the world, right? And Jacob is the beginning of the world. It's his prophecy is going to, you know what I mean? But Esau has charges, as it tells us in Revelation 18. The sins of this world has reached up into heaven. But who's behind those violations, man? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man.
I got something real quick too.
You got it, my lot. We're going right back right there.
There's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity.
Right.
See, so destruction must come upon Esau, Edom, because he has built this town, this city, this empire off the bloodshed of the saints, right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? He built it off lies, rape, robbery, right? Murder,
right?
Okay? This is how he established this great city, okay? So woe unto him, destruction is what's coming to him. Why? Because the Lord says so,
That's right. Hey, woe to the bloody city.
That's right.
Right.
And Nahum?
Right. Nahum 5, if I remember.
3 and 1, I believe.
Is it 3 and 1? You want to grab that real quick? The precept that? Time.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Right. And you see, so at the end of the day, Esau's in a position where he has a bill he can't pay with money.
God.
You know what I'm saying? He has a bill he cannot pay with cash.
God.
Riches can't get him out of this.
Right.
You see?
Right.
He's going to have to be that living sacrifice in efforts to redeem the things that he has done. But he's not going to be able to even come into good graces even after he does serve out that 1,000-year captivity.
Right.
As it tells us in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, Edom was the only neighboring city that didn't receive any mercy. Okay, the only neighboring city of Israel that did not receive any mercy from Yahweh. Why? Because Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, this is the people of his curse, man. Proverbs 3 and 33. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, man.
That's right.
All right, these are the cursed people you see wiggling around the planet Earth with their noses thumbed up. All right, thinking that they're better than you because they ain't got no melanin.
Right.
This is madness. This is crazy. You think you're better than me because you don't got no melanin? Are you crazy?
You look like a see-through fish.
Right. But
Your veins coming out.
but more or less, these regular Joe six packs are the least concerned.
Right.
You know, it's the global elite that's this message is meant to go towards.
That's right. That's
As
right.
the scriptures tell us, Isaiah, right? It has entered into the gates of the nobles.
I was there too.
You see? So with that being said, this is who this message is truly for.
God.
Okay, and ultimately, you know, they've been given certain forms of technology. We're gonna go back to that mark. They've been given certain forms of technology. They have something called Project Looking Glass. I'm not sure if you brothers know about that. But
No.
Project Looking Glass, they were able to create this device that allowed them to pretty much predict future events.
God.
And the results were always the same, no matter what type of variable they would put in. So no matter what type of move they would make on the chess, for instance, just using the lack of, just being, no matter what move they made on the chessboard, the end result was always the same.
Right.
So they always lost at the end.
Right.
You see what I mean? No matter what move they made,
Right.
the outcome was always the same.
God.
So the Lord allowed.
The game was rigged.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So needless to say, the global elite know what's to come.
That's right.
They understand that what's written in this Bible is faithful and true.
That's right.
They're trying to counter-react it through their technology. That's why it's AI, because that's their way of artificially stealing back the birthright.
Right.
To continue to keep their foot, all right, in the position of power.
Right.
But that's not the case.
Right.
You see, the Lord's gonna pretty much pull the rug from underneath them.
Right.
You know, like Aladdin. You know what I mean?
Psalm 73, he has put them in a slippery slope.
Right.
Mhm.
So they're fighting a losing battle,
Right.
ultimately.
Right.
And this is part of the reasons why Revelation 12 and 12 is going to trigger out. They're going to come down with great wrath. Because they're going to come to the conclusion like, hey, ain't no way.
Kamikaze.
And like a little kid, if I can't have it, nobody can.
That's right.
You know?
You break the controller.
Go breaking the remote, dismembering the action figure.
Right. You kick the ball over the fence.
Right, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You roof the tennis ball, like,
Yeah.
because you can't, because you got to go in the house and eat lunch.
Right.
Your mom and dad's calling you in.
Right.
So nobody can play now.
Right.
But needless to say, man, hey, these niggas gonna come to the conclusion they losing, and they're gonna lose it. You got it, brother.
Hey, did you talking about losing it? Did you hear about that Edomite that shot himself on live on X on Twitter?
Did not hear about that. Nope.
Over because he lost a couple hundred, I don't know, coins on investment or some shit like that.
Right.
And he just blew his brains out on live X. You know, this is the sad reality with these people.
Right.
You see, that's why the Lord said that one nation shall be stronger than the other.
That's
okay,
right.
Through all the oppression that we've gone through, we still find a way to survive. They lose a little bit and they lose it all.
And that way is through the Lord.
Khan.
That way, the way we've been able to stay strong through the spirit,
yeah, man.
through the physical, is through the Lord.
God.
The Lord's always been dealing.
God.
Even
God.
when we were in the world.
God.
All the brothers and sisters, you brothers and sisters that are in the truth, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, when you were in the world, you better believe the Lord was directing the steps of his saints.
That's right. And giving you the strength to deal with what you were dealing with.
That's right.
Hey,
That's it.
It all started with Jacob, man, the Prince of Power, when he became Yasharallah, when he wrestled that angel, man. You know, the Lord, he named him that for a reason, man. And that's what we take after, man. We're the Prince of the Power, man.
Right.
You know, what does it say? Blesses the nation whose
Power is
whose
the
power
Lord.
is the Lord.
Psalms 33 and 12.
Yeah, man.
Hey, think about this. Jake is so strong. Esau tried to handicap Jake by putting drugs in our cities and our communities and doing all this and that. But just to show you how strong we are through the spirit and the power of the Lord, here it is. You had a little opioid epidemic. Is it opioid epidemic?
Yeah, the heroin and all that.
And look at these Edomites fell off the map.
Right.
You know what I mean? Their whole ratio said, boom.
And that shit started with pills.
Right.
With them,
Yeah.
it started with medication.
Right.
And them motherfuckers is through.
And it wasn't even as long as Jake's situation.
Right, yeah, we talking
You know,
about
the cracking-
right. Shit, this shit
epidemic?
started in the 60s and all that when motherfuckers was out in Vietnam, doing heroin in Saigon. They came over here in the 70s, 80s, the crack epidemic, then the heroin, all that shit, man, cocaine. Bro, think about this.
Yeah, that's wild.
Think about
bro.
this. The best athletes are Jakes.
Yeah, man.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the best athletes, best singers, best everything.
Best everything.
And you never had a fair shot.
Right.
Imagine you living in the hills with the best food, right? No oppression, no depression, right? You sitting there eating right. You know, you got both parents in your house, okay? You got the best equipment. We ain't never had none of that,
Right.
and we're still more superior than everybody
Absolutely.
else.
And I'm not taking anything away from you from what you said, but even bigger than athletic and actor and actress level, like even
Come.
on a mental
Come.
wits,
Come.
scientific knowledge level. It's
Right.
like Esau takes that glory. Esau
Right.
takes that.
Right,
You know what I mean? He's
right.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't let the world know that,
Come.
you know, they really got the highest IQ.
Right,
These
right.
niggas.
Con,
Yeah,
because they stole every invention
He
from Jake.
rigged the game.
Yeah, they stole
You know?
every invention from Jake.
Right.
Jake invented all this shit, and they stole it. They put a name on it. Look at it's like that movie Matrix.
Right.
That was an idea that was written by a so-called black woman, right? Enda, and they switched everything around. Neo supposed to represent Hamashiach Yahushua, which was supposed to be played
Right.
by a so-called black man.
Right.
And they switched it onto that.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
That's right. And that's just the way that this loser operates.
Right.
You know, and that's why he's losing.
That's right.
But going back on track. Go ahead, brother.
God.
Read that from the top, Abak Bashar.
Mark chapter 3 and verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan?
That's right.
And if a kingdom be divided against itself,
Right, you got Satan casting out Satan. You got these Edomites. Remember, the Edomites, they come in the spirit of the prince of the power of the air.
Right,
The spiritual demon Satan. They come
Right.
in that spirit. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter tells that.
Right,
tells
right.
us that. He that cometh in the work of Satan.
That's right.
You see, and you can see by how he operates, and what Satan means. Satan means adversary.
That's right.
Adverse to what? Righteousness.
And look at their
And
kingdom.
And I was gonna say, you see how this man operates. His whole system is systematically set up on the left-hand side.
That's right.
You know, it's governed by witchcraft.
That's right.
Pseudoscience leads the way.
That's right.
You know, which is lies and falsehood. You see, and ultimately, you got individuals. I was just making a point with Project Looking Glass. That was a whole Edomite that used to be part of their secret society, man,
Right.
bringing out that information.
A whistleblower.
A whistleblower is exactly what he was.
Right.
And this goes into what's that? Psalm 64, and like 7 or 8. Their tongue shall fall upon themselves.
That's right.
You see, prophecy speaking.
That's right.
But those of you that have not been given the gift of the Spirit, you can't see it for what it is.
Right,
To
right,
you,
right.
this is already in the past. But here it is. 75% of the prophecies have been fulfilled, man. Okay, more than that. And there's only a few left.
That's right.
Okay? There's only a few left, and they're speaking. They're on the scene speaking.
That's right.
The Paragma speaking. Esau being found out. Speaking. Jake waking up. Speaking. Jacob's trouble. Speaking, man. World War III. Speaking. All right? Hey, Revelation 17. Lord willing, we're going to tap into it. Speaking, man.
That's right.
Going into this division. Go ahead, brother.
Mark chapter 3 verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Right? Why? Because if you're not cohesive within any system, okay, like let's take the ecosystem for instance. The ecosystem is set up, it's perfectly balanced. The most minute thing within the ecosystem is going to affect the whole ecosystem at some point, in one way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay, so to make sense of it, if you have a kingdom, we're talking about an empire, right? That's operating under unrighteous dealings, injuries,
Right.
and riches gotten by deceit, like the brother in Sirach 10 and 8. It's only a matter of time before that comes back and stabs you in the ass, man.
That's right.
Okay, you can only go stabbing people in the back for so long, man, before, you get stabbed in the back. It only lasts so long. Esau, see, corruption will never be able to ensue. You see? So in a system where it's divided, that's like a disease, man.
That's right.
You know? You have a disease within the system, within the kingdom. So slowly but surely, it's gonna kill it. You see? And this is what we're witnessing. You got it, brother.
Verse 24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end.
Right, he cannot stand but have an end. And as we know, the end of this movie right here, evil is put out and deceit is quenched, man.
That's
Matter
right.
of fact, brother, you can grab that 2 Ezra 7. That's the perfect timing for that. You see, at the end of this movie, the wicked loses, man.
Oh, you want me to get that one?
But Uncle
With
Sean?
the seed is quenched?
Done.
And everything put out? Okay, that's on four. That's
So about 2 Ezra is 4.
uh
That should be 2 Ezra is 4 and like around 30. Or could be the other.
no, you're right. I think it's 40, 48 or 28.
Right.
No. What you're talking about?
Kind of, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna hold this to back that up right there. I'm gonna grab this right here. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 1, and it reads, the burden of Egypt. And mind you, this Egypt, we always say it and we're gonna say it again. This is talking about the spiritual Egypt. All right, this is talking about America. All right, when you read Revelations 11, it tells you what? Can you grab that real quick, bro? We might as well just grab that real quick. Time.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt,
There you go.
where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. So the Israelites, right, those dead bodies are us Israelites, man. When we were lacking the understanding of our power, we were lacking the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, of this Bible. We were dead men walking. You see? And as you can see, it said what? That great city. That
right.
great city is talking to the daughter of Babylon. This great city right here, this metropolis. You see? It's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All you gotta do is look on the back of your dollar bill. What you're gonna see, a pyramid with an all-seeing eye. Hey, they got a Memphis, Tennessee. There's a Memphis in Egypt.
That's right.
Am I wrong on that?
Huh.
Like there's a Memphis in Egypt, man. So I mean, hey, call it what you want, man. If you can't see it, that's on you. This is spiritual Egypt. And this is the same Egypt that Isaiah 19 is talking to. The burden of Egypt, Isaiah 19 and 1, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, which is that fathership, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, because the Lord's coming with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind, like it tells us in Isaiah 66. His rebuke is going to be with flames of fire. That's how the Lord's coming. See, people forgot. People forgot that the Lord's coming with fire, man. The Lord's coming to burn people alive. You know? Literally. Believe it or not. Here's the point. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, right? And these Edomites, these Babylonians are modern day Egyptians. All right? Esau will be the modern day Pharaoh that refuses to let go of the Israelites.
That's right.
You know? But guess what the Lord's going to do? The Lord's going to put it in your hearts to open up on each other. And he's going to use various ways of doing it. He's going to use scourges and calamity. He's going to take the food away. Yup. The Lord's going to take the food away. And when you people don't eat, you overweight, all right, gargantuous, all right, Babylonians, man. You know?
God.
When Big Shirley ain't got no food, come on, man. Come on, man. When you overweight people, don't eat for a day, you're gonna lose it, man. Them parasites are gonna start talking to you. And after 3 days, you're gonna be
Right.
after 2 days, you're gonna be creeping into your neighbor's crib. Trying to take everything and anything they got. You know? After a week, forget about it. It's gonna be mayhem out here. Because you people are full of parasites and you don't know how to survive unless Esau is bringing forth your support system.
That's right.
You see? And he's done it to you like this on purpose, but you gotta rely on him. You know? See, the difference between you and us is we're gonna have the Lord to deliver. You see? The Lord said his servants shall eat, his servants shall drink. So we're not worried about it. As long as we're doing what's right in the eyes of the Lord. Hey, but you people have a lot to be afraid of.
That's right.
You have a lot to worry about. I'm gonna finish this up, right? And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city. What's that sound like? Civil unrest. There's gonna be sex wars, race wars, right? Civil unrest, man.
That's right.
Okay? And ultimately it's gonna spill over into what? And kingdom against kingdom. Okay, it's gonna spill over into a third world war, man. Which is slowly but surely manifesting. Okay, you see the tensions in the East. All right, even though hey, it may seem as if Trump and Putin are cohesive after that last little talk they had. Hey, don't be deceived, man. Don't be deceived. Remember, Proverbs 21:1 says what? The heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord, man. He's controlling the minds of these kings, man. So they can fulfill his will. You got to remember, Esau's going to be greatly deceived, pursuing the Obadiah 1:7.
That was Isaiah, right? That's right.
This is Isaiah 19. Yeah, that was Isaiah 19.
Nah, I got one for you.
You got it, brother.
There's the second book of Ezra, chapter 13, verse 29.
There we go. That's money.
Behold, the days come
Yep.
when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Woo! Talking to the elect.
That's right. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Right, because people ain't going to believe that the Lord done cracked them clouds, man.
That's right.
So you people think this is a figment of our imagination.
That's right.
No, man. This is a reality. This is why things that are happening on the earth right now were being spoken about before they even started happening.
That's right.
But you want to ignore that and act like it's not happening. That's cool, because Scripture says the Lord's going to come like a thief in the night. And that's individuals with the type of mindset I just defined. You got it, brother.
God. And one shall undertake to fight against another.
Right.
One city against another. One place against another. One people against another. And one realm against another.
One realm is going to spill over into realm against realm.
Wow.
See, because what's going to happen is there's going to be all type of skirmishes, civil unrest, uproars of the people, okay? The third woe is going to manifest,
And then the Lord's coming back.
and then the Lord's going to come to deliver his elect when the missiles are shot.
Matter of fact, let me finish
You
up
got
right
it,
there.
brother, yup.
Verse 32, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen when I showed thee.
I'm sorry, it said it needs to be when this shall come to pass.
Right.
There's no probability. Can you read that one more time? There's no probability here.
And
It's going to happen.
And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed thee before,
Heavy.
and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending.
Damn, and that's Acts the first chapter.
God.
You see, when he ascended up into the heavens, when he after him being resurrected.
Right.
You see, and the angels that were there said to his disciples, they were apostles at the time. They said what? He's coming back exactly the way he left.
Right.
You see, so this thing's gonna go down. And guess what? The global elite know it. They're seeing things in the heavens. Hey, they seeing things through that little device, that looking glass device. They're seeing things with that telescope.
God.
You know, the Lord's letting them see out far with
God.
that thing.
Let me get a little bit more on this right here, right? Verse 37, I'm gonna jump down to verse 37. It says, and this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest,
Heavy.
and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame. And he shall destroy them without labor by the law which is like unto me.
Oh man, see that, man? Hey, you guys you're going into captivity, man.
God.
You heathens starting with Esau, you're going into captivity. There's no way around that. There's a debt that has to be paid. But before you pay that debt, this eon is going to be closed out with a bang. The Lord's going to, oh man. See? And the eon to come is going to be known. Like, remember the story with Rahab, the harlot? You know, when you had, what's his name? You had Caleb and, not Joshua. Joshua gave the commandment for them to go. What was his name? You had Caleb and the other dude.
God, I forgot the other guy's name. I know.
It's at the tip of my tongue.
I know Josh sent them.
Yeah, Joshua sent them.
Let me look it up.
To go spy out the walls of Jericho. It's when they went out to spy out the walls of Jericho. It's when they went that way. Go look up. Yo, bro, if you don't mind, is it Joshua, the 2nd chapter? I believe it's Joshua, the 2nd chapter. If I'm not mistaken.
I said this don't. Oh, Finesse.
Finesse. Yep. So
and Caleb.
And Caleb went out there, right? So the point I was making, hey, when they were in Rahab the harlot's house, right? The water, brother.
God.
And she was breaking bread with them, right? Not even breaking bread. They were pretty much talking business, man, because life was on the line, you know. She was trying to get spared when they came back with the Israelites, okay. And what was she saying? What did she say to them? She said, "We have heard of what your power did in Egypt, and how he split the Red Sea and delivered y'all from fire." She knew this was a well-known, documented piece of history that the world knew about. So I say all that to say this: after the Lord takes out evil E, as we go right into the time of Jacob, those that are not, just because the Lord's not gonna destroy everybody at that moment. Right. It's not gonna play out like that. There's gonna be pockets of the earth that are not even touched. You see, but the story's gonna be understood and known. It's gonna be understood what happened. They're gonna be scared because the earth is gonna rock to and fro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're gonna know why it did, because they're gonna see the chariot of the Lord come through. They're gonna have experienced that second Exodus. They're gonna have experienced it in the sense of seeing him come, and things happen. They may have seen elect go up even, right. and they're gonna hear what happened to Babylon. You know, so it's gonna be known that the God of Israel did that. So they're gonna be like, yo. So when we go into that next eon real quick, boom, and then these heathen go into captivity, and we start grabbing them up, however it plays out. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. They're gonna know. They're gonna know that the Lord Yahweh Shai came back with the world called Jesus. They're gonna know, like,
they're gonna be like, yo, you seen what he did to that great city in 1 hour? He burnt 400 million people in 1 hour. He destroyed it. They're gonna be like, yo, listen, chill, man. We don't want that judgment coming upon us.
Right.
Let's go learn his ways.
That's it.
And let's go keep his statutes, man.
Right. And that's after that 1,000 years.
Yeah.
You getting
with that rod of iron.
Esau likes to clamp them tight.
Yeah.
Yo, we're gonna clamp them tight.
We're gonna put you in our deportation.
Absolutely.
In our concentration camps.
Absolutely. You're gonna be like that 8-year-old son that gets that first strong spiral from dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put you in there. You're gonna be locked in tight.
And we got a Guantanamo Bay for your ass.
Yeah.
You know, you like oppressing our people in these camps and these Guantanamo Bay. Right. You know, we got some of those for you too.
Yep. It's gonna be ugly.
Right.
It's gonna be ugly, man. And that's beautiful. That's scripture right there, man.
God.
The Lord lets you know judgment's gonna go forth.
Right.
Upon the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, judgment's going forth.
That's right.
That right there, that elaborately highlighted that. And there's many scriptures on that.
God.
You know, and this is the time we're coming into. This is why as servants of the Lord, as watchmen, as seers, we are counting this place down. We're watching everything, man. So when we see information like we've come across regarding the NATO, the EU, and America, then listen, we're rejoicing, man.
That's right.
This is heavy information, man, because this is the building block to the destruction of this place, man.
Right.
And the salvation of Israel.
That's right, man. And we know, and we also know that chronologically, there's got to be other prophecies playing out. So we know that MOTB is around the corner. how the hell are we
Right.
going to be here for another 1,000 years?
Right, brother.
Showing you, once again, that man's a false prophet. Here it is.
Right.
About a week ago, he said that 1,000-year shit, right? And here it is. The news comes out that now they're in the Great Division. You think that's going to hold up for 1,000 years?
Right.
The
Not
Lord,
possible.
The Lord has sent a token to show you that you're a false prophet.
That's right. That's
know?
it. That's right. That's beautiful. You got something, bro? You gonna grab the article now? Or you
Come.
got a piece of it?
No, I got that article.
But there's two of them.
Right. You want me to grab the second one? Or the
about
first
the
one?
shot. That second one.
What do I do with all this? Agree?
Yeah, you gotta disagree.
Disagree?
Yeah, disagree with it.
That says customize.
Customize it. And then it's gonna happen.
Cancel?
Make sure that you read it.
Nah, it's not letting me. Customize. Reject all. Car. So this is an article from Politico EU Influence. And it reads, Germany's MERS vows independence from Trump's America, warning NATO may soon be dead.
Woo! And now we know NATO, right, is part of that what? That seven-headed, 10-horn beast.
Right.
You see? That would be the 7 heads. The NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which would be the military portion of this beast.
Car.
You see? Go ahead, brother.
It says election winner likens the Trump administration to Putin's Russia as he bids to take Europe in a new direction.
Woo.
It reads, Frederick Merz did not even wait for the final results in Germany's election before delivering what could well be a defining verdict on U.S. President Donald Trump consigning Slovakia, Europe's 80-year alliance with the United States to the past. The Trump administration does not care about Europe and is aligning with Russia, said Merz, who is on course to become Germany's new leader. The continent, he warned, must urgently strengthen its defenses and potentially even find a replacement for NATO within months.
Woo, you see that? So they plan on separating themselves from Babylon. And mind you, the Babylon rise the beast. So we have to ask ourselves, I'm sorry, brother, what was going to cause the beast to hate the whore? When you tap into Revelation 17, you see? And it looks like it's being due to geopolitical indifferences. You see, they're not seeing eye to eye on any level, man. You got it.
And it just said that Trump is aligning with Russia, but
Right.
you see how Yahweh Bashim Yahshua got them all in the trick bag.
Right.
He got them all in derision because at the end of the day, we understand that Russia is going to be leading the pack for the destruction of America.
Right, that's right,
You
brother.
know what I mean?
That's it.
So separating NATO is leaving what? The whore by itself.
Right.
Naked. Get out my car.
That's it.
You in the highway like this, hitchhiking, and nobody want to pick you up no more. You know what I mean?
I got a quick one to
Crazy.
back you up. The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1, and it reads, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
That's right. That's right.
You see, so here it is. These are, kings of the earth in the form of these presidents. Hey, start from the elite. Start from the elite. Start from them. Start with the head of the snake, right on down to all their little tentacles that they set up throughout their judicial systems and their political systems. Here it is. They got an agenda. They got a plan, right? They're hell bent, right, on an agenda they want to pursue. But at the end of the day, they ain't gonna do nothing that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not allowing. He's the one controlling them, like a river. You know what I mean? Being locked into a certain flow. You see what I'm saying? They can't go anywhere the Lord don't want them to go.
And Babylon think they got a master plan.
Right. They can't do anything the Lord don't want them to do. I'm sorry, brother.
No, I'm saying Babylon think they got a master plan, but the Lord got them confused, man.
Hey, you seen all these people jumping up and down when Trump came into office?
Yeah.
They thought they had it.
Yeah.
You know what it was like? Yo. It reminded me of a football game, man. Hey, you down by a touchdown. You down by a touchdown. You fuck around, get the intel, and then you get hit, and you fumble, man.
Right.
You
right.
fumble.
Nah.
You needed a touchdown. You fumble, bro. You got the intel though. You intoed it.
Better
And you
yet.
got hit and fumble.
Better
and you
yet.
got it back. You got it, brother.
Better yet, you got a 90-yard
Here we go.
return.
Let's go.
You got a 90-yard return.
right.
The goal line's right there, and you spike it right here. And you're over here going like this, and the ball, they're like, yo.
Oh my goodness.
Not a touchdown, man.
Right.
Time ran out.
Time.
You over here spiking it before the
Right,
goal line.
right. Hey, you had these Edomites riding around these pickup trucks with big ass truck
God.
banners on the back of their trucks,
God.
talking about MAGA, you know,
Right.
talking about make America great again, dog.
God.
You thought you had it. Now
Right.
look what happened. He turned around and reneged on everything he was telling you. You know,
Right.
nothing changed. Things are getting progressively worse.
All because of the Lord.
Right. You got to see, and that's what you people don't understand.
Yeah, I got something.
You got it, brother.
There's the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Right? And the dust represents confusion. And that's what America is going to find itself in, man. It's going to find itself in confusion, thinking, man, but I thought everything was going to be good when Donald Trump came back. You know? He said he was going to stop all these wars. Here it is. Now we're being attacked on all sides.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're about to get invaded.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Make America great again. We're homeless.
Right.
We can't pay our bills. Everybody's laid off.
Yep.
All these programs are shut down. You know? People are fighting against each other for the lack of bread.
Right.
The Lord is going to make this place sit in the ground, as
That's
it says,
it.
man.
The 1970s was Esau's last hoorah.
Right.
That was when they were at their pinnacle,
Right.
where the man can work, the wife can stay home, they can pop out 3 to 6 kids and still make it.
right.
It's over. We ain't there. You ain't in the 1970s no more, man.
Hey, and that's what
It's over.
And that's what they get for not obeying the Lord, because the Lord said, "Do not give thy strength to a woman, man." You know, and they gave their strength to a woman, man.
Well, Esau did that strategically.
Con.
Because what happens was, just to back you up, what happened was, as he continued to, as inflation continued to increase, he
Right.
was like, you know what, let's move the woman in.
Right.
Remember, you had that whole women's movement that went on back in the 1980s?
Right.
You had the women's movement where they felt like they weren't being treated fair. They
Right, I
wanted
think
to
it was
work
like
like
the
the
60s.
man. Yeah, here it is. You could have stayed home and took care of the kids and kept the house
Right.
right. Now you want to go to work and be like me? You done fucked up your whole situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was Esau's trick in efforts to hide the inflation that was occurring.
Right.
Because economically, things were becoming stagnant. You see what I'm saying? See the gold rush had happened already. Like this nigga had stole all the money. You had the gold. What was it? The gold.
Gold rush.
No, not the gold rush, brother. When they swooped over the gold from the money. No. What was it called, brother? You know, before money was worth weight in gold, bro.
Right.
It's called the it slipped my mind. I'm sorry?
Standard?
The gold standard. Thank you, brother. You had that happen, and then this shit, the economy went stagnant, and then there was no more room for growth. And then these CEOs are taking all the money. You know what I mean? They're taking, you know what I mean? They're slaving their co-workers, but taking all, you know what I mean? They ain't, you know what I mean? And then the economy's flip-flopping, and things are just not balancing out. What you're bringing home, it's not equal to what you need to go anywhere. You're just staying stagnant.
Right.
It's the hamster wheel.
And if
And
I
that's
may,
the economy just keeps going down and down and down.
and if I may, the best fighters they had in the military was Jake.
Yep.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans were the ones in the front line winning their wars. They destroyed you, effeminized you by taking out the man from the house and keeping the woman in power.
Yep.
They fucked themselves up.
Right.
Because now their military is that much weaker.
That's right.
The scripture says that they have become like women.
Yeah, they
And that's in Jeremiah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. The times we're coming into, they definitely are going
God,
to.
you know? So they fucked themselves up, man. But I'm gonna finish this
You
right
got
here.
it,
I'm gonna
brother.
go back to Isaiah 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. You want to speak on that?
Because at the end of the day, war is going to pop up over here, man. This landmass is no longer going to be considered safe grounds.
God.
You see, there was never a world war, opened up on this land. It's always been, internal skirmishes, but nothing on a global stage. But that's what's about to take place. The Lord's gonna allow these other nations to shoot every arrow they got on this place, man.
God.
You see? I have one more I want to bring up through the Spirit. And Proverbs, still same book, Proverbs 21:2. I want to read down one more precept. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes,
That's right.
but the Lord pondereth the hearts, man. Okay? And to ponder something means to think it out. When you ponder something, right, the Lord pondereth the mind. So a heart goes into mind in the Hebrews line. So the Lord's the one that's actually counting your steps. Here it is. You're like, yeah, tomorrow, brothers make the example. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym. After that, I'm going to go see the shorty.
Right.
Hit the mall after that. Yeah, you fuck around and don't even wake up.
God.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
Or you make it to the gym, but you get hit by a truck
Right.
on your way to old girl.
God.
You know what I mean?
God,
Or
God.
you make it to the gym, you make it to old girl, but because you a wicked nigga committing adultery, her man stumbles upon you and he shoots you to death. When you don't make it to the mall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord is in control, man. The Lord is in control. So as much as Esau thinks he's controlling this narrative, I'm gonna set up this puppet. You know what I mean? Esau's, I'm gonna set this puppet up.
That's
That'll get the red belly, Edomites, boom, I can do this, I can, create this scenario, and none of it's gonna work in your favor.
Nope.
None of it's gonna work in your favor. Even when you decide to come down and try to delete every Israelite you see, it's not gonna work out for you. Because there's gonna come a time of divine intervention, pursuing Isaiah 59. So when he decides to say, you know what, I'm done. I'm gonna open up on all these niggas. Guess what? You heard that? Yup, the Lord's gonna open up.
Right.
The Lord's gonna open up, man. Divine intervention.
That's right.
You got it, bro.
This is the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands could not perform their enterprise.
One more time, brother. I'm sorry.
Go on, Job, chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the
Beautiful,
crafty.
Akia. And devices goes into a plan or a plan. Your device of your mind, like when you devise something, you plan it. It's your thoughts. You see? So go ahead, brother.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty
Right.
so that their hands could not perform their enterprise.
See that? Go ahead.
He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
You see that? So this nigga's falling. He's falling headlong. It's like, you know how when you fall forward, you know what I mean? When you lose your balance and,
Yeah.
and you end up going down.
You look like an airplane with no
looking-
wheels.
That's how he got. Read that one more time.
You know, an airplane landing with no wheels.
Yeah.
Like-
And we all been there. We all been there. We all been in a position where we've been carried headlong. You know what I'm saying? We've been carried headlong. And that's how the Lord got Esau. In the form of these global elite. He got them falling headlong. He also got them slipping uphill. Go ahead, brother.
Job chapter 5, verse
Call the
13.
Lord nothing nice.
He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
That's heavy. Showing you that he's controlling their moves, their steps, their thoughts,
That's right.
their ways. Esau's not doing anything that's not already programmed for him to do. He's doing exactly what the Lord wants him to do. The game is rigged, like the brother had mentioned earlier when I had mentioned that little looking glass device that they have. They were trying to create different scenarios and efforts to come out the victorious at the end.
Yep.
They always see a disastrous end.
That's right.
You see? Because that's what's coming to the son of perdition. What do you think perdition means? Perdition means destruction.
That's
When
right.
you go into Romans 9, most of the brothers' favorite chapter, it taps into that vessel, right?
Right, fitted for destruction.
That was, you know what I'm saying? This is his destiny.
He was fitted for.
Yeah.
That's what he was fitted for.
Right.
You can't put a glove on a foot. You know what I mean? That's what he was fitted for, man.
That's his destiny.
You know?
Yeah, that's right, brother. Esau's destiny is to be destroyed.
God.
He's built and wired to bring and produce evil.
Right.
And at the end of it all, when he's no longer needed, his services are no longer needed.
He said that's what you call an expendable.
Right.
You're an expendable.
That's exactly right.
You know?
That's exactly right, bro. That's the reality of this thing.
Ah.
And we understand that clearly. As a matter of fact, can we get one more? Can we get Job 21? Khan, Babakwa Shah.
It's the book of Job, chapter 21, verse 29. Have ye not asked them that go by the way, and do ye not know their tokens?
Right, and we know this is talking to the watchmen. You know, the watchmen go by the way. They're the ones in the cities, on the high towers, or throughout, warning the people. They'll be in some point. They'll be at the pillars, right, of the town or city, the gates, whatever they may be, in a major part of the city, warning the people, man, warning Jake.
That's right, man.
You're warning the inhabitants. You know? Hey, and it's a token. When you see a watchman, when you see the servants, when you see the prophets, when they're raised up, that's a sign that something bad is about to happen.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And only those of a aristocratic mindset, you know, the Lord's dealing with them. They have a fear for the Lord. You know, they're just wired like that. The Lord's dealing. That's a precious spirit. They're gonna see it. They're gonna be like, oh shit. They're gonna inquire, and they're gonna fall into their position in that lifetime to get right with the Lord to escape the disaster that's gonna come.
There's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
There's nothing new under the sun. What is then is now.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that take place right now.
That's right.
Okay? And hey, you don't believe it? That's on you.
Right.
We've been commanded to prophesy into the wind if we have to.
That's right.
Whether you hear or forbear, Jake, our heads have been hard. Our foreheads have been made hard against your foreheads.
That's right.
And we're stubborn in righteousness, man.
That's right.
And then we know our righteousness is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But we know one thing, he's put his words in our mouths.
Right.
And we're possessed by the Holy Spirit to bring forth the report. And if we don't do it, our ass is grass.
That's right.
You know? Our ass is grass. So we gotta warn you and keep the blood and get the blood off of our hands.
That's right.
Esau's the last thing we're worrying about.
Yeah, Khan.
You know what I mean? You got more in that, Job. You got a precept to back him up?
Sure.
You got to bring that up, brother.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall
That's
the
it.
trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Right.
See that? And right now, man, this is a form of that trumpet where we're giving you warning of the things that are coming. Right? The Lord said what? What's that? Salakia. The Lord said, right, in Isaiah 58 and 1, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
That's it.
So right now, this is what we're doing, man. We're blowing, we're out here crying out loud like a trumpet, giving you warning, right? A trumpet is supposed to give you warning, man, right, of the things to come. We're telling you what's coming, you know? We're telling you that war is coming, pestilence, a lot of death, famine, okay? So this is what that's going into right there as well. Go ahead, brother.
Exactly right.
Amos chapter 3 verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
You see that? And the people not be afraid, and if you knew what power you were dealing with, you would be afraid.
That's right.
You wouldn't be walking up and down the street like a nigga, right? Or like a harlot, okay? With a stretched out neck, right? With that haughty look, right? With that pride in you, okay? You'd be trying to get right if you could see into the future and understand what's coming, right? The Lord, that's why the Lord gave his men, those that are out here prophesying, the blueprint to see and to get right, okay? Every time something gets closer, we have to sharpen up. We're like, oh, hey, it's time to examine ourselves even more. How much more can I do for the Lord? What can I leave behind? You know, we got to tighten up our shit. And we've been telling you the same thing.
That's right.
But you don't understand. What's that scripture? Evil men don't understand the judgment of the Lord. Okay? Because you people are wicked. You guys are bathed in wickedness, man.
That's right.
You guys are clouded by these vain philosophies. All right? Not understanding that the Lord is not passive.
Right.
You know? the Lord is a man of war. And that's exactly what's coming to your front door, man.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hath not done it?
And evil is bad times, man. And America has not seen a bad time, right, at all, man. We've been pampered, right? Everybody in America has been pampered, man. You kicking back, doing whatever you want. You haven't seen no war come here, man, right? Walking up and down the street with your enemies, not understanding when these race wars start, okay? They ain't gonna be there to help you, man. They're gonna give you up. Everybody's gonna turn to their own, man, right? But the simple is just gonna pass on, man, while the prudent shall see the evil and hide himself. Why? Because the name of the Lord is a strong tower. And that's who we're gonna be calling upon, man. We're not trying to join hands with the wicked, right? We're not gonna be buddy-buddy, right? Just because I know you since you were, since kindergarten. If I know you an Edomite, if you got the spirit of an Edomite, get the hell away from me, man. The time is coming where a target is on your back, and I don't want to be in the crossfire. You see, that's why the Lord said to separate, right? Separate, man. Because these are not our friends, man. These ain't our people, man. We're supposed to be gathered by this word, okay? And we're not talking about if you look like an Edomite, if you have the spirit of an Edomite, man. We talking to you two-thirds too, who might be tares, man. You coming up here with the dark chocolate skin, okay? But you rejecting Yahweh Shai. You talking about Esau could be saved. You might be a tear. Get the hell away from me with that shit, man.
And then
you know?
And then you two-thirds in general.
Come.
You ain't gonna be in the courts.
Right.
You know?
You're in the congregation of the dead.
That's right.
What the fuck I gotta do with a dead person,
Like
man?
you're with the profane.
Right, man.
Outside of the temple.
Right.
Absolutely. Keep reading down on that, bro.
Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua now will do nothing, but he revealeth the secret unto his servants the prophets.
Surely the Lord, you got it, brother.
Calm. Hey, what are the secrets, man? These are the secrets, all right? We ain't telling you that there's going to be a rapture. We ain't telling you that everybody's going to be saved, okay? We're telling you that war is coming, man. We're telling you that you're going to die if you don't turn back from your sins, if you don't turn back from your iniquities, okay? We're not going to prophesy smooth things. That's not biblical, okay? We're going to tell you, right, the secrets that the Lord has given to the prophets, okay? The Lord said, freely you receive, freely you shall give. We're trying to show you the blueprint, and you keep covering your fucking eyes and covering your ears, man. Walking up and down the street like zombies, you see? We're trying to help Jake out, but hey, Jake can't help themselves out. We can't help you unless the Lord want you,
That's
man.
right.
You're just an undesired. We can only sprinkle the seed, right? And the Lord give the increase.
Hey, whether they here
Or forbear.
or forbear.
Right? If not, the Lord just gonna take that seed, burn your ass with fire, and dry that seed up within you, man.
That's right.
Okay?
You're gonna die the death of an infidel,
Come, man.
which is an unbeliever.
Right.
That's your lot.
That's right,
And we
man.
know there's a generation of his wrath.
That's right.
So there's a lot of you undesirables,
That's
man.
right. Hey, those men that were born in vain, man.
Yeah, that's right, brother. Yeah, second Ezra 9.
That's right.
So it goes into that.
That's right.
Absolutely. There was that wicked nigga that came up the other couple of weeks ago. Coming down, crouching like a serpent.
Right. Right.
You know, and
right.
he was a complete reprobate.
Right.
Void of understanding, void of judgment.
Right.
Had no idea that the Lord was capable of doing evil.
Right. Questioning the Lord. Get away
Questioning
from me
the
with
Lord.
that shit, man.
Yeah, fuck,
You want to question the Lord? Get away from me with that shit, man. Go down the block and get zapped by lightning or some shit. You know what I mean?
Brother,
Get away
go
from
back
me.
to that Job. Go back, Rashad. And then we're going to grab this other article we got. This marries to the other one. It marries to the first one.
This is Job chapter 21, verse 29. Have ye not asked them that go by the way?
Yep.
And do ye not know their tokens?
Right.
That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
That's right. The wicked are reserved to the day of destruction.
That's right.
And we always go into it. The be reserved means what? You're being saved. You see? You're being saved. And that day of destruction is that day of doom. You see? That these individuals over at the Sakari,
Oh, yeah? Caminando con nene.
yo,
Keep it up, guys.
you got it, brother. Hey, and that day of destruction is that day of doom that these individuals over at Sakari, okay, are pretty much rejecting to be part of. as far as their position as servants of the Lord. He said on that podcast, now, I'm not trying to be like those doomsday prophets, nothing. But listen, man, that's the report. Like the brother just mentioned, man, we're not gonna prophesy. Hey, the real true prophets, I'm not gonna prophesy unto you smooth things, man. Okay, the reality of this thing is what? Matter of fact,
I'm gonna bring that over.
hold this real quick. Baba Shot, grab something from me.
I got this for you, backing you up.
No, I want something specifically. In the NLT, can you grab Ezekiel 2, the last precept in the NLT, Baba Shot? Because this is the reality, backing up what you were even saying before that. Backing up that we ain't prophesying smooth things, man. Like the brother said, that's not biblical. And this is gonna make
Ezekiel 2 what?
Ezekiel 2, the last precept in the NLT, to stop from the second to last one. This is the reality of the Bible, man. If you got a prophet telling you that it's gonna be okay, and hey, he ain't a prophet, because Yahweh, hey, it tells us clearly in Acts 14 that through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven, man.
There's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 9 in the NLT. Then I looked and saw a hand reaching out to me. It held a scroll, which he unrolled, and I saw that both sides were covered with funeral songs, words of sorrow, and pronouncements of doom.
Come on, man. And that scroll is talking to the Bible. Remember, the Bible was once scrolled out, okay? Before what was it? King James, came and put it together through the Spirit.
I got something
and power
to
of
back
the
you up
Lord.
real quick.
You got it.
There's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 42. He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory does abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and the truth is sprung up.
Right, and that's the reality. And guess what? That day of doom goes right back to what the brother's reading in Job 21. Read that one more time,
I got one more.
Oh, you got it, brother. You got it, brother.
One more verse. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed,
right,
nor to oppress him that has gotten the victory.
See? At that point, it's over.
That's it.
It's game over, man.
Mm-hmm.
And who's going to be destroyed? Go ahead, brother. Read
Job
30 again.
Job chapter 21, verse 30. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
That's right.
They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
See? The Lord's going to walk them by the hand. Like how you walk and read one more precept. Like how you walk your son and daughter to the store, to the corner store. You got a little 4-year-old, you making sure they're holding your hand all the way there. And that's how the Lord's going to walk Esau to his judgment. There ain't no getting out of it. No matter how much he kicks, he squirms. No matter how much he resists.
Right.
No matter how much AI technology he tries to put forth, none of it's gonna help him. None of it's gonna help him. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 31. Who shall declare his way to his face?
The servants, the prophets, man. Amos 3 and 7, like the brother brought out. You got Hosea 12 and 10. Through the ministry, the Lord's dealing with what? The ministry of the prophets, man. Hosea 12 and 10. He's speaking through the ministry of the prophets, man. You see? This is who's going to declare it to his face. Go ahead.
And who shall repay him what he had done?
Yahweh Shai, man. Isaiah 47. And guess what? He's not going to meet you as a man. He's not going to meet you as a man. This is going to be a divine judgment that the world's never going to forget. And again, the beautiful thing about it is that we're building up to it. Because honestly, the Lord is going to actually use the same sword, that you've sharpened so well and furbished so perfectly, and you're going to fall upon it.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. I got something real quick.
God.
There's the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
There it goes, yup.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea
Idumea.
and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
You see? And again, we're seeing the build-up. You got that article? We'll just read the title of this.
That's right.
It pretty much marries to that political article. And hey, it's just the reality of this thing, man.
That's right. This is an article from Natural News, and it reads,
Revelation 17. Babakar son.
Germany
We're gonna close out with that.
Germany threatens the U.S. with consequences if Trump doesn't suck up to Ukrainian dictator Zelensky and align U.S. with liberal
There
democracies.
goes Germany again. Another article with Germany coming up with a certain stance
I'm gonna read it one more time. Clear.
towards Babylon.
Khan.
Khan. So what's going on right now with that previous article we brought out, right? You got Germany planning on separating Babylon from NATO, even though Trump was talking about how he wants to do it, but he wants to separate. I remember him saying that. But Germany, they're like, yo, NATO don't really need these niggas now.
Right.
You know? And you got Europe looking at them sideways again, based off that cohesive encounter
That's right.
him and Putin had.
Right.
You know? So you got it, brother.
Germany threatens the U.S. with consequences if Trump doesn't suck up to Ukrainian dictator Zelensky and align U.S. with liberal democracies.
You see? So Trump is doing his own thing. You know? He's not operating, all right, under the guidelines of the plans of the regime.
God.
You see? He's doing his own thing, man. And Europe's pissed as hell. But this is what we needed. This is what we need through the Spirit.
That's right.
You know? Now, you got people that don't understand prophecy like, oh, wow, yo, look, they're talking about the bear is going to come at Babylon. They're calling Babylon America. And here it is, Trump and Putin are seeing eye to eye. He's cozying up to him. Not realizing that that's causing a schism within the beast system.
Right. And you know what's crazy? That's exactly what Putin wants. Putin wants America to be left alone and think, yeah, we're cool. So then what? Man, this is what war is about, man.
Right.
It's a chess game.
It's strategic.
It's
war
man.
strategy.
It's a chess game.
Yeah, it's war
You know what I
strategy.
mean?
You want to weaken your opponent.
Here it is. You're looking at the pawn moving over here, and they're sneaking the bishop over here, man.
Yeah,
Your walls
that's
are
right.
compromised.
That's right. And at the end of the day, it's prophecy.
Yeah, man.
And the Lord doing it. Proverbs 21, we quoted it. This is ultimately what the Lord wants. Because Revelation 17 has to happen. Something has to trigger the beast system to want to shoot at this whore. You see? Something. And then when you go to Obadiah 1, it tells us how her friends that were in Confederate with her have deceived her. And as you can see, you got Trump trying to be cohesive with Putin, you know? Trying to be aligned with him. But you know Russia, bro. You know what I mean? They're not gonna, you know? At the end of the day, they could be part of that confederacy that's gonna deceive her. You know,
Yeah,
but
God.
you know what I mean?
God, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Right.
Man. That's exactly what's gonna
As
happen.
you explained.
Yeah, man.
You know?
That's exactly what's
It's a
gonna
war.
happen,
It's
man.
a war strategy.
Hey, man, it's no different. Who you think taught us to be deceitful in the streets, man?
Esau.
You know, where we were in the hood. You know, we had rivals. You know what I mean? We go murmur to this one, murmur to that one. They fighting you, looking back, and
Right.
then you just come in strong as hell and take everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, man.
It's war games.
We learn from the wicked,
That's
man.
right, brother.
You know,
Brother, read that loud, Salafi.
God, and like we said earlier, ain't no honor amongst thieves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, they're fighting for supremacy. So you think America?
Khan, you want to call that in?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
America's been in power for so long, and you think Russia's just gonna keep sitting in the shadows and you know, playing by their rules? No, man.
Right. And not to mention, let me grab this real quick. Prophecy tells us that Magog, is going to be the reasoning for this place is finished, for the finishing. Oh, it tells you in Daniel that the feet are the bear.
That's right.
You know, the bear's gonna take this thing up. But I'm grabbing this though. What was it? Revelations chapter 20. My bad, my Bible's kind of raggedy. Right here, I got you right here. Here we go. The book of Revelations, chapter 20, right? I'm gonna read verse 7 and verse 8's the point. And it reads, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. And that's during the Renaissance period.
That's right.
He was loose. Esau was loose. The Western Roman Empire fell. Okay? Esau went into captivity back during the times of the Byzantine Empire. They call it the Dark Ages, right? They also call it the medieval times. It's when Jake was ruling over there in Europe. Esau was looking through. You know, he was being driven from amongst people. You know, wearing his clothes until they no longer hold together. You know, and he was just looking finished out there. You see? But after that 1,000 years expired, he was loose. Okay, during the time of the Renaissance. It's the rebirth of the Western Roman Empire. And this is what we're living in today. Okay, America. Right? Continuing on. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. Check this out. Gog, Magog. Right? To gather them together to battle. The number of whom is as the sand of the sea. You see, so Gog, Magog, and this this beast system, they're going to go head to head. This is going to be the war to end all wars.
That's right.
So that's how we know that there's no way that Russia is going to have an alliance with America.
That's right.
We know, and that's just one precept. You know, we can go into Daniel. You know, we can go into Ezekiel 38.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way they're going to align themselves. It's a deceptive, it's a move that they're moving in deception. And again, we made the point earlier, hey, as they say in the world, there's no honor amongst thieves. Them Russians are some thieves too, man. They're Edomites too.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Anyway, go ahead, bro.
They ain't got no business being in Russia. Russia is Europe.
Right, well, that was the Medo-Persian Empire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they like you know what I mean? They've taken that too. You know,
Right.
Esau's done what he's done best.
Right.
You know?
Steal.
Right. Because with Russians that was me. But you got it, brother.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest.
Now read from 16 up.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Right. See that? No. Read from 16 up, brother. Read the last precept. I'm sorry. Read the last precept. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Right, that great city. Again, Revelations 11 mentioned that great city, where our dead bodies were at and where they crucified our Lord. You see, this is talking to the daughter of Babylon, America, bro. Go ahead.
Verse 17, for Yahweh Bashmi had put it in their hearts to fulfill his will.
Backing up that Proverbs 21, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has put it in their hearts to perform his will, it says?
Yeah,
Fulfill his will, right, which will goes into desire. You see? So they're operating under the beat of the drum of the Lord. Go ahead.
And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh Bashmi power shall be fulfilled.
Until the words of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai be fulfilled. The prophecy which is being spoken by the servants of the Lord. It's happening right before your eyes. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
The European Union. The 10 horns consist of the European Union. Go ahead, brother.
These shall hate the whore.
How and why? That's the question we have. The 10 horns are going to hate the whore at some point in time. We're seeing that manifest. That's why we brought out these 2 articles. It's manifesting. The beast is beginning to hate the whore.
That's right.
And don't think they forgot about what happened when that oil rig got turned around that was going to Germany.
Right.
That so much time ago. When that happened, when that oil rig was making its way to Germany, Babylon had that turned around. You know? Hey, they didn't forget about that. They were mad as hell when that happened. That was all over the news. Go ahead, brother.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
And burn her with fire, man.
That's right.
How the hell do you think that's gonna happen? Those ICBM missiles, man.
Right.
The weapons of the Lord's indignation.
That's right.
That sword that the brother brought out in Isaiah 34, that's gonna come down upon Idumea.
God.
You see? So man, that's you got him a
I
lot.
got something to close
Khan,
out
you
with.
got it out here. What you want? I got you. I'll get it for you.
Give me a second.
Khan,
2nd Ezra 16 and 13.
got you. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 13. And it reads, excuse me. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
And the end of the world is right here in the West, America. You see, and it said they shall not miss, right? Why? Because in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 9, it says, none shall return in vain.
That's right.
You see?
In Joel too.
Come.
Joel.
So
Joel,
this-
the 3rd chapter.
This place is
Second
going to
chapter.
be the place of
Second
great
chapter.
judgment, man.
Yep.
You know, this is what's gonna make the earth remember Yahweh Bashem Yahushai again. And they're gonna put their idols away in fear.
That's right.
You know?
The spirit
Okay.
of the Lord is going to be on the missile.
So that division that you're seeing right now is bringing how you call it, our salvation
That's it.
a step closer.
That's right.
You know? So any of you got anything else to say? You know, so Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, we're gonna give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash.
want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Above.
Above.
Kwam Yashawala.
Kwam Yashawala.
Shalom.
Shalom, Makiyam. Hey, Shalom, Makiyam. The water for tuning in.
Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakatham. Shalom. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, Makiyam and Akwa. Hey, stay prayed up, fast as well as pray.
God.
Keep your eyes to the sky. Yahweh Shai's on his way. Hey, Shalom.